Hi friends, today I will be solving Maths October-November 2018 paper 22.
Okay, so now we are at question 15. It is a matrix question. Find 3m. So we need to multiply the matrix 3. So first we multiply 3 by 5, then we basically just multiply all the numbers by 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times negative 3 is 9, negative 9. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So the answer is going to be 15, negative 9, negative 3, 6. So the next question here is find M inverse. So this is basically the inverse of a matrix. So to find this, firstly we need to find, this is basically the formula. Let me just show you here. Let's suppose we substitute all these numbers with letters A, B, C, D. So the basic formula for doing this is, firstly, we just switch these two over, we flip them over. So it's going to be D, A. And for C and B, what we do is we just add a negative sign next to them. So it's going to be negative B, negative C. We flip these two over, top left and bottom right, we flip these two over, so it's D and A, and bottom left and top right, we just add a negative sign next to them. So as you can see, this is what we do. This is one part of the problem. We have solved this part, we have found the inverse of this part, but there's a fraction also behind this, which is actually denoted by this. Now how to find this M? How to find this specific number? It is done like this. We multiply A by D, and then we subtract this by B multiplied by C. We take the original matrix, this here, we multiply these both, and we find the product, and then we subtract the product of these two multiplied by this. Multiply these two numbers, find the answer, multiply these two numbers, and then subtract this by this. Let me show you here. Let me show you the example. So 2, 5, 3, 1. We have done this part, okay, for the answer over here. Now we have to find this. Let's do this. A multiplied by D. That is 5 multiplied by 2 minus 3 multiplied by minus 1. 10 minus 3 minus 1 is 1, positive 1. The answer is going to be 11. So this is the final answer. 1 over 11, and then we use this 2, 3, 1, 5. So this is how you solve this matrix. You can take a screenshot if you want. Okay, so we are now at question 17. The question is, the diagram shows the point C minus 1 to 2 and D 9 and 7. Find the equation of the line perpendicular to CD that passes through the point 1, 3. Give your answer in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So what we're trying to find here is the line that goes perpendicular to this line. This is approximately here. Let's just give an estimate. So to find this line, first we need to find the gradient of this line C and D. How to find the gradient? We use the formula use the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is equal to y2 is 7 minus y1 is 2, x2 is 9 minus x1 is 1. The answer we get is 5 over 10, which is equal to 0.5. The gradient is 0.5. So now we need to find the gradient of this line, so then we can find the whole formula for the perpendicular line. So to find the gradient of the perpendicular line, this is the formula we use, which is perpendicular line is equal to is equal to 1 over the gradient of the line that's straight. So basically, to find the gradient of this line, we have to take this line and put it under 1. So this is like, take this gradient, put it underneath 1. So the answer is going to be 2. 1 over 0.5 is equal to 2. So now we substitute this into the formula. Y is equal to 2x plus c. We still need to find what c is. How do we do that? Look, we know the point 1, 2, 3, and we know the gradient is 2. So for every one y that moves, we move 1x. So for every y which goes above 1 point, you move 2x. 1y, 2x. This means that the gradient is 1. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. That's the answer. Thank you.
Question 18 states 120 students choose what they want to do when they leave school. Their choices are as shown in the table. First choice is university, in which there are 57 students. In training there are 45 students, and in work there are 18 students. So first it states complete the pie chart to show this information. Label each sector clearly. So first we will calculate the degree of angle for the number of students in university. So we will use 57 divided by 120 students, which is the total number of students, multiply by 360 to calculate the degree of the angle. So we will get 171 degrees for the university. For training, it will be number of students, which is 45, divided by total number of students, which is 120, and then multiply by 360 degrees, and this will be 135 degrees. And for work, it will be 18 divided by 120 multiplied by 360. This will be 54 degrees. So we will draw the degree of the angle using the protractor. I will be estimating, and this will be 171 degrees. For work, it will be for training, it will be 135 degrees. And for work, it will be 54 degrees. So when we add up these angles, it will be 360 degrees. So question 19 states the diagram shows a pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Part A states using a straight edge and compasses only, construct the bisector of angle BCD. So first we will put the needle of compass over here and draw a circle around point C, and without changing the length of the compass, we will put the needle over here and draw another semicircle over here, and we will do the same with from this point, and this will be the point that is intersecting both curves, and we will draw a straight line from point C straight till point that is intersecting the two curves. It will be like this. Then for part B, it says draw the locus of point inside the pentagon that are 3 cm from E. So from E we will measure the length of 3 centimeter using compass, and we will draw a line around the point E using compass, that is from here, so that it will be 3 centimeter equal from any point on the circle. Then part C states shade the region inside the pentagon that is less than 3 centimeter from E and nearer to DC than to BC. So if we extend this line a little bit more, so the we will shade this region inside the pentagon which is closer to DC and less than 3 centimeter from point E. So this will be the answer for part C. Question 20 states make m the subject of the formula. So first we will move 2 minus m to the left side, so it will be like this, multiply by 2 minus m, and over here we will write x brackets open 2 minus m is equal to 3m. So then we will multiply x by 2 minus m, which will be 2x minus xm is equal to 3m. Then we will move minus xm to the right side. It will then be 2x is equal to 3m plus xm. Then we will extract m and we will write 2x is equal to m. We will move m outside and it will be 3 plus x brackets close. Then we will divide it by 3 plus x, which will be cancelled out, and over here it will be 2x divided by 3 plus x. So we will write m is equal to 2x divided by 3 plus x. So the question states make m the subject of the formula. So m is equal to 2x divided by 3 plus x. Question 21 states the diagram shows an equilateral triangle ABC with sides of the length 10 cm. AMN is the sector of the circle, center A. M is the midpoint of AC. Work out the area of the shaded region. So first we will find out the area of the sector, which is A, M and N. So as AC is 10 centimeter, so AM will be the half of 10 centimeter, which will be 5 centimeter, and so will be the AN, which will be 5 centimeter. So as ACB is an equilateral triangle, so each angle will be 60 degrees. Then we will calculate the sector of AMN by AMN sector is equal to 60 degrees out of 360 degree, because we have to calculate this 60 degree sector. So we will divide 60 divided by 360 multiply by 5 squared multiply by pi, which will be, so to calculate the length of this line, we will from A to between C and B, we will use the Pythagorean theorem, which is A is equal to B squared minus C squared to the square root. So as B is 10 centimeter and C is, which is half of 10 centimeter, which will be 5 centimeter, we will subtract 10 square minus 5 squared to the square root, and this will be 8.7 centimeter. So to calculate the length area of the triangle, we will use area is equal to 1 over 2 base times height, which will be 1 over 2 multiplied by base, which is 10 centimeter multiplied by 8.7 centimeter. So this will be 43.5 centimeter square. So we will subtract, to calculate the area of the shaded region, we will subtract the whole. So to calculate the area of the shaded region, we will subtract the sector AMN from the area of the triangle, which will be 43.5 centimeter squared minus 13.1 centimeter squared, which will be 30.4 centimeter squared. So this will be the area of the shaded region, which we will write over here, 30.4 centimeter square. Question 22 states the diagram shows a cuboid with dimensions 5.5 cm, 8 cm, and 16.2 cm. Calculate the angle between the line AB and horizontal base of the cuboid. So we will use the Pythagorean theorem, which is A is equal to B squared plus C squared and square root. So as B is 16.2 centimeter squared plus 5.5 squared and square root, which will be 17.1 centimeter. As this length is 17.1 centimeter, we need to calculate the angle between the line AB and horizontal base of the cuboid. So we will use tangent rule, which is tan x is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. As the opposite term will be 8 centimeter and adjacent will be 17.1 centimeter. So we will write tan x is equal to 8 divided by 17.1. As we don't have the value of, we need to calculate the angle, so we will move tan from left side to the right side, which will be x is equal to tan inverse brackets open 8 divided by 17.1, which will be 25.1 degrees. As we need to write it in three significant figures, so we will write 25.1 degrees instead of 25.06 degrees. So this will be the angle between the line AB and the horizontal base of the cuboid. Question 23 part A states, write 56 as a product of its prime number. So first we will draw a line and write 56 to the right side of the line. And in this question it states using only prime factors, so we will divide it by the prime factor, that will be the highest. So in this case it will be 7. So when we divide 56 by 7, which will be 8, and then when we divide it by 8, divide 8 by 4, which will be 2, and then the smaller number, which will be 2, and we will get 1. So the product of its prime factors will be 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 7, and this will be our final answer. Part B of question 23 states, find the lowest common multiple LCM of 56 and 42. So we will write 56 and 42, and we will use the multiples of these both number, which will be of 56 will be 112, for 42 it will be 84, then for 56 it will be 168, and for 42 it will be 126, then for 42 it will be 168. So it means that the LCM of 56 and 42 will be 168. Question 24 states that time t minutes 80 students each spend completing their homework is recorded. The cumulative frequency diagram shows the results. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to find the number of the median. So first, the middle number of students will be 40 students. So we will draw a line from 40 students on cumulative frequency axis, and then we will intersect the graph line, and then we will bring the point down, which will be 25 minutes. So the median will be 25 minutes. For interquartile range, we have to find the difference between the highest range and the lowest range. So for highest range it will be 60 minutes, which is 3/4 of 80 students, and for lower quartile range, which will be 20 students, which is 1/4 of 80 students. So we will draw a line from 60 students to the curve, and then we will bring the line down to the graph, which will be 27. And for lower quartile, which is 20 students, we will draw a line down to the time minutes, which is 16. So we will subtract 27 minus 16, which will be 11 minutes. And to find the estimate of the number of students who spend more than 40 minutes completing their homework, so we will draw a line up from 40 minutes up to the curve, and then we will draw it to the left side to the cumulative frequency, which shows that 76 students complete it within 40 minutes. So the remaining number of students who complete after 40 minutes will be 80 minus 76, which will be 4 students who complete their work after more than 40 minutes. "25 states fx is equal to x cubed and gx is equal to 5x plus 2. Find gfx. So f is closer to x, so first we will calculate the value for fx. In this case we will write fx is equal to x cubed. This will be the value for fx. Then to calculate g, we will write gx is equal to 5x plus 2. The value for x is x cubed, as first we calculated the value of fx, which is x cubed, so we will use x cubed as our number in place for x. So we will write fx cubed plus 2. So this will be the value for gfx. II states find g inverse x. So gx will be y is equal to 5x plus 2. In inverse, we will switch y and x, and we will write x is equal to 5y plus 2. So we have to make y separate from 5y plus 2. So we will move plus 2 from here to the left side, and we will write x minus 2 is equal to 5y. Then we will divide 5y by 5 and divide it 5 over here. So we will have y is equal to x minus 2 divided by 5. So g inverse x will be x minus 2 divided by 5. Part B states hx is equal to ax squared plus 1. Find the value of a when h is minus 2 is equal to 21. So minus 2 will be written in the place of x squared, and 21 will be written in the place of hx, which will be 21 is equal to a multiplied by minus 2 squared plus 1. So when minus 2 is squared, it will be 4a plus 1 is equal to 21. So we will move plus 1 from here to the left side, and we will write 21 minus 1 is equal to 4a, which will be 20 is equal to 4a, or else we can write it like this: 4a is equal to 20. So we will calculate the value of a by dividing 4a by 4 and 20 by 4, which will be 5. So the value of a is 5. If you like the video, subscribe, like and share.